All right, so this is going to be relatively simple. So there's only actually two pieces of script that we have to write here. So we're going to do a variable target 0, 1, and it's going to be a game object. And then I'm just going to copy that. So basically we have to make 4 of these because we have 4 clowns that we're using, right? So command V, command V, command V, and I'm just going to change it to target 1, 2, and 3. So 2, 3, and 4. And then we're also going to need to do variables for the spawn location, so where they're going to spawn, because obviously they need to spawn somewhere. So, and then it's going to be a vector 2 because it's X and Y, so it's a vector 2. Now, I'm going to need, because I have this many windows, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to make 7 of these. There's 7 different places that this can spawn. So command C and command V, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then I just got to change the number of these. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Beauteous. Okay. Now I need a variable. I need a couple of variables that are going to determine the total number of targets there are. Okay, so basically, it's going to store how many targets are allowed to be made, and it's just going to be an int because obviously it's whole numbers. You can't have half a target variable, and then how long to wait between each instantiation, between each time it makes a new target. Okay. Because if I don't put a number, it's just going to go, this is going to make a million of them really fast. So, and then we're going to make a couple of custom functions. Basically, these functions are just going to operate to randomly select a target and randomly select a location. So I'm going to do random target, and this is just a made up, this is what I decided to name it. This isn't a built-in one. So I'm going to make one just called random target so I know what it is. And it's going to be real easy. I'm going to do a variable. And I'm going to say random number. So I want it to make a random number. And the random number is going to be an int. And it's going to equal to random, which is a built-in function, dot range. So it's going to create a random range between 1 and 5. Now you might be like, well, wait a minute. There's 4. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't... you have to put 5 in. You have to like go 1 over whatever your actual thing is because it won't include it. It'll end up only doing the first 3 and not the 4th one. So you just trust me. It's kind of weird like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if the random number that is generated is equal, so equal to 1, I'm going to want it to return, because this is going to be a function that we're going to call. So it's gonna send back target 0, 1. So when this gets called, if that's the number, it's gonna send you target 0, 1. And basically it's just this over and over again. So I'm gonna take this, here to here. And I don't have to put the brackets in because it's only 1 line of code. Command V, Command V, Command Z. Sorry, enter Command V, enter Command V. So there's what, 4 targets? Okay. And I'm just gonna take these and I'm gonna go to edit, format, and we're gonna do unindent selection, so it backs up 1. And this should be tabbed, tab, tab. So if it's 1, it's going to be target 1. If it's 2, it's going to be target 2. And if it's target 3, it's going to be, or if the number is 3, it's going to be target 3. And if it's in the last one, because if it's none of those, then the only thing it can be is 4 or 5. We're going to say else. And in else, it's going to return target 4. Okay. Tab. All right. And basically, we're going to do the same thing again, but for the location. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. Command C, Command V. So function, and this is going to be random LOC for location. LOC. Oops, we'll capitalize the LOC. LOC. And so it's just going to be variable random.num int random range, and this time it's going to be between 1 and should be 8, 1 and 8. and that way it'll spawn within those numbers. So if it's random 1, it's going to be spawn loc 1. So Command C. So Command V, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do Command V, and I'll change this to a 2 and this to a 3. And we actually need a couple more of these. So I'm going to Command C, because obviously this has got to go up to 7. Command V. What just happened? Oops, sorry. I put that in the wrong spot. I meant to enter here. Command V, enter, Command V. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be 6. I need one more. Command V. Okay. So then we're going to do 4, and it's going to be 4. Whoops, I did the wrong. Wait, if number 4, 4, yep. And then if number 5 is going to be location 5, and if it's number 6, it's going to be the location 6, and then, or lastly, it would be location 7. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use, we don't need the update here. In start, we're going to call those functions. We're going to make our thing here. Okay, so I'm going to go tab, and it's going to say we're going to make a for loop. So we're going to say for a variable I. So while I, which is going to be an int, and we're going to start it at 0. Okay, and then while I is less than, less than the total targets, which basically means while we haven't reached the total number I want to make over the whole game, and then each iteration it's going to add 1 to it. All right, so I++, that's increment if you remember, and I do have to do brackets because this is actually going to be multiple lines of code, not a lot, but so we're going to do variable spawn position. So where I want it to spawn, it's going to be a vector. It's going to be of type vector 2. And the vector 2, we're going to set it equal to the random loc, like this. So basically, it's going to store in here whatever this returns. So this random loc is this function that we made up here. That's what's going to go into this. So it's going to call this, and then it's going to send it back one of these, and that's what goes here, and that's what's going to get stored into this. And basically, we want the same thing again, but for the other one. So this is going to be spawn rotation. Actually, it's going to be a little bit different. Sorry. Spawn, because in order to instantiate, it needs a rotation as well. This is kind of different. Sorry, I forgot about that. So quaternion, because it has to have, I always put an R in there. Quaternion, and we're going to make it equal to quaternion.identity. All right, so basically this is just saying, just set it to the what it is. Don't, yeah, quaternion.identity. Okay, and that looks good. Okay, then what I'm going to do is actually instantiate this. So, oops, it's got to be a capital. Instantiate, and it's going to instantiate what I want to instantiate. It's the first parameter, so it's going to be random target. So if you remember, I have it up here, random target. So it's going to choose one of those. Then it's going to be spawn position, which for whatever reason I capitalized it. Spawn position, and I'm good at spelling. And so that's the position, and then it's going to need the rotation. That's why I had to make that other other variable up there, because that's just part of what's needed in order for it to instantiate something. Then so what's going to do is it's going to do that, and then before it goes through this loop again, I'm going to go ahead and do a yield, and it's going to wait 4 seconds. And the amount it's going to wait is going to be spawn wait, which we will determine after this starts going. And then it's going to go through this, and it's going to go back up, and that's basically how it works. And that's the 1 bit of code. I'm going to go back over here, and it says target unknown identifier target 07. So target. Oh, see, this shouldn't be target 07. It should be spawn loc. Spawn loc 07. Command S back over here. Operator cannot be used unless saying it's okay. Let's just hit console so I can see. It says 56. Something's weird on 56. Variable. Oh, why do I have int? I'm an idiot. This should have been I. I think it might have auto-corrected that. I'm not sure. And then 56, expression int cannot be assigned to 5648. Okay, so again, it's 56. It's a variable I, and there should be int is equal to 0. And then I total target. Oh, it did int again. I don't think that was me. I think that thing auto-corrected it. There we go. All right, now what I need to do is that game controller has it, but I need to actually store in each one of these things here. So what I'm going to do is from my assets, my prefabs here, I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to drop each one of these into the different targets. So each one of these are the different things that are going to be spawned. Okay, beauteous. All right, and then it's the location, so X, Y, and Z. So this is kind of hard. So I'm actually going to create a 2D object, a sprite, and I'm just going to go, and I'm going to select background, and we'll put it right into the foreground. And I'm going to scale this so I can see it. There we go. Okay. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it here, because like this is where I need it to spawn, right? So you can see it's, I wonder if I can just throw away the like. Is there a way to like copy? No. Okay. So it was -2 and -3, we'll say. So this is kind of annoying, but so spawn location 1 is going to be -2, tab, and -3. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy again and put it over here, and it's 0.5, we'll say, and -3. So 0.5 and -3. Okay. Then I'm back here, and I'm just going to put it up here, and it is, we'll say, -2.4 and 1.1. Both are negatives. All right, so -2.48, I think it was, and -1.1. Is that what it was? I can't remember now. 2.4 and 1.1. So 2.4, not 48. Okay. Then I'll take this guy, put this in the next one, and it's 0.2 and -0.6. So we'll do 0.2 and then -0.6. Good. And then again, I'm going to take this, bring it up here, and it is -1.8 and 0.9. -1.8, tab, and 0.9. Okay, oops, back here. Wait a minute, did I do, this should be -1.8, did I do, okay, I did it right, okay. And then I'll put it up here, and it is 0.67 and 3.1, 6.7, so we'll do 0.7 and 3.1, what it was? 3.1, okay, 0.7, it's close enough. And then the final one is here, and this will be -1.4 and 3.2. So 3.3 and -1.4, I think it was. Is that right? Yeah, and then I can actually just delete this. I was only using it to find those locations. So there we go. So these are the locations that I wanted to. The total targets, I'm going to make like 100, so it'll make up to 100 of them. And then spawn wait. Let's wait 2 seconds. Okay? And then we will play this. And see there, he spawned him, then it spawned him here, and then another clown, and then another clown, another clown. Oh, and it spawned him on top of there again. Now it's this clown, and then there. And you can see it spawning it randomly in all these locations, right? So it's not really hitting these ones much. There it goes. Obviously it's random. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Oops. That looks pretty good. And basically what I need to do now is make some other scripts, okay? So, good. So we'll do that in the next video.